You think you chose to watch this. You didn't. You think your political views, your taste in clothes, and even your late night anxieties are yours. They aren't. They are programmed. Every time you unlock your phone, you are entering a laboratory where you are the test subject. The cost of your ignorance isn't just wasted time. It is the systematic erosion of your free will. You are losing the ability to decide who you are because a machine has already decided for you. The algorithm knows your insecurities better than your father ever did. It knows which specific type of loneliness makes you stay awake until 2 a.m. It feeds you a curated reality that confirms your biases and amplifies your fears. You feel like you're learning, but you're just being processed. This is the digital shadow. It is the part of your psyche that has been outsourced to a silicon chip. If you don't wake up to this, you will live a life that is a copy of a copy. You will marry the person the app suggested, work the job the feed glamorized, and die with a mind that was never truly yours. The stakes are your sovereignty. A man without sovereignty is not a man. He is a biological extension of a marketing feedback loop. Every swipe is a micro surrender. Every like is a data point used to build a digital cage around your potential. Stop pretending you are in control. You are being steered. One, the architecture of addiction. Theory, variable ratio reinforcement. You aren't lazy. You are being hunted by the world's most advanced psychological weapons. This is built on a concept called variable ratio reinforcement. It's the same mechanism that makes gambling so destructive. If you won every time you pulled a slot machine handle, you'd get bored. But because the reward is unpredictable, sometimes a great video, sometimes a boring one, your brain stays locked in a state of hunting. This triggers a constant drip of dopamine, the neurochemical of seeking, not satisfaction. You are trapped in the search for a hit that never stays. This keeps your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for long-term planning, completely offline. Go to your phone settings right now. Turn off every single notification except for direct phone calls and text messages. If it's an app, it doesn't get to tap you on the shoulder. Then move your social media apps off your home screen and into a folder 3 swipes away. Force your brain to make a conscious choice to engage rather than reacting to a red dot. The man who ignores this remains a child. He lives in a state of reactive impulsivity. He cannot build a business, sustain a deep relationship, or master a craft because his focus is shattered every 11 seconds. He becomes a ghost in his own life. 2. The echo chamber of the ego. Theory, confirmation bias. Your original opinions are actually a script written by a machine to keep you angry and engaged. We all suffer from confirmation bias, the psychological tendency to seek out information that supports what we already believe. The algorithm identifies your tribal markers and feeds you content that validates your ego. It filters out complexity. It removes the other side. This creates a digital shadow where your world becomes smaller and more radicalized. You feel right, but you are actually becoming intellectually fragile. You lose the capacity for nuance, which is the hallmark of a mature male mind. Find one person or one topic you find wrong or offensive. Spend 30 minutes listening to their best argument, without trying to debunk it in your head. Read a physical book written by someone who died at least 50 years ago. This breaks the recency bias and forces your mind to engage with timeless human wisdom, rather than the outrage of the day. If you ignore this, you become a puppet. You will be used by movements and ideologies that don't care about you. You will lose the ability to speak to anyone outside your bubble, making you useless as a leader or a provider in a complex world. 3. The comparison trap. Theory, social comparison theory. You are competing with ghosts, and that's why you feel like you're losing. Social comparison theory explains that we determine our own social and personal worth based on how we stack up against others. In the past, you compared yourself to the guy in your village. Now you compare your behind-the-scenes footage to everyone else's highlight reel. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a filtered image and reality. It sees a man with a private jet and assumes you are a failure. This creates a permanent state of low-grade depression and status anxiety. Perform a digital audit. Unfollow every account that makes you feel less than rather than inspired by. If an influencer's content makes you feel inadequate about your body or your bank account without providing a concrete path to improvement, they are a toxin. Replace them with mentors who focus on process, not just the prize. The man who ignores this will never be happy, no matter how much he achieves. He will be a slave to the avatar. He will spend money. He doesn't have to buy things. He doesn't like to impress people. He doesn't know. He dies rich in things, but bankrupt in spirit. 4. The death of deep work. Theory, attention residue. Your inability to sit in a room alone for 1 hour is the reason your life hasn't changed. This is called attention residue. Every time you quickly check your phone during a task, a portion of your cognitive power stays stuck on that last notification. It takes nearly 20 minutes to reach flow state, that psychological peak where you do your best work. If you check your phone every 15 minutes, you literally never reach your full potential. You are operating at 40% of your actual intelligence. Implement the rule of 3. For the first 3 hours of your day, your phone stays in a different room. Use this time for your most difficult, meaningful task. No music, no podcasts, just the silence of your own mind working. If you feel the itch to check your screen, sit with that discomfort. And that itch is the feeling of your brain healing its attention span. If you ignore this, you will be replaced. In an economy of AI and automation, the only thing that will be valuable is the ability to do deep work. If you are a shallow man, you are a commodity. You will be underpaid, overlooked, and easily discarded. 5. Reclaiming the throne. The resolution. The algorithm isn't the enemy. Your lack of a center is. This concludes with the concept of individual sovereignty. It is the psychological state where your actions are aligned with your internal values, not external stimuli. To achieve this, you must integrate your digital shadow. You must recognize that the machine is trying to use you, and you must decide to use it instead. You are the architect of your attention. The application. Tonight, leave your phone at home and go for a 30-minute walk. No headphones. Just you and the world. Look at the trees, the people, the sky. Realize that the world inside your screen is a tiny, distorted fragment of the real one. Reestablish your relationship with reality. Then write down 3 things you want to achieve that have nothing to do with being seen by others. The man who reclaims his sovereignty becomes a magnet. People sense his presence because he is actually there. He isn't distracted. He isn't seeking validation. He is grounded. This is the only path to becoming the man you were meant to be. The algorithm is stealing your life, second by second. It's time to take it back. Don't just watch the next video. Put the phone down. Go live.